What I'm about to share with you, it's another good news, which again tells us that no matter what we're seeing on the price action, we are still on the right track. Why am I saying that? Because a major hedge fund, alongside another of one of the top hedge funds in the world, are now seeing, they're seeing a huge amount of losses since the beginning of this year. Look, Tiger Global plunged to a $17 billion loss this year as its huge tech bets go sour. 17 billion, not millions, folks. We're talking about billions dollars here. So I don't care how big you are. $17 billion year to date. It's like, it's a lot of money. All right. Now let's look at what happened. What happened is back in 2020 during the pandemic, when things started, it made sense to bet on tech stocks. And they had a huge payoff based on this. But now back in 2022, things are different. Things are different. And because things are different, what used to work is not working anymore. Tiger has racked up losses of 17 billion so far in 2022, according to LCH Investments. It's one of the biggest drops in hedge funds in the hedge fund history. One of the biggest drops in the hedge fund history. So let me ask you this. Why are they continuing to hold on tight to these tech stocks, even if they are now recording record-breaking losses so far in the whole history of their hedge fund, in the whole history of the companies? Why? Why are they not rotating the money elsewhere? And what do you think is going to happen to the clients here? Because even if you had your money into the S&P 500, you will still be losing 10% or 12% only based on today's levels. So still very, 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 very far from the 17% year to date. All right. Even further, if you put your money into the Dow Jones, index. Now, if a company of this size, it's now under pressure, and you look at what is happening to BlackRock Star Hedge Fund or money manager, is now turning short, goes net short as hedge fund loss mounts. The strategic equity hedge fund is down 13% this year, double digits. For a fund like BlackRock, which is the biggest one in the world, to be down double digits this year is a big deal. This is a huge deal for them. And that's why they're now turning short, meaning instead of buying stocks, they're now shorting stocks. They're not shorting maybe the market. I don't know. But the thing is, it simply means and outlines, the fact that nobody can always win. They will always have a cycle where some people who were kind of right about the cycle will be on top, but the music will change, right? And other people who were on the other cycle will also start winning. So all these hedge funds who bet against AMC and are maybe too greedy, maybe too proud, maybe too whatever, to unfold those short positions somehow, someday, as we're now hearing, and we've been hearing something like this since the beginning of this year and the end of last year, at some point, they will also have to come to the conclusion that, hey, it's time to cut off the losses. It's time to let this go. It's time to let this run. And that's when we, as the shareholders in AMC, for those who will still be patient enough to hold on to their shares, will be winning. Now, it doesn't seem easy, I know, because, we're now in the tens, closer to maybe 8 or 5. But we all know that the only thing preventing this from going up is these hedge funds. And the pressure is very, very high onto them for now. So, yeah.